I don't know why I'm so nervous to film this, but like I feel butterflies in my stomach right now. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to share with you guys kind of my pregnancy journey, we'll call it. And I wanted to share some of the lessons and the things that being pregnant and that these last 9 months have taught me. When I think back to that day that I found out I was pregnant and I saw that positive pregnancy test, to where and who I am today, the relationship Rodolfo and I have today versus back then, it's such a difference. And I noticed so many things have changed, and I wanted to share that because pregnancy is a journey. It's a new chapter of your life. It's a huge life change, and it affects every single aspect of your life. You don't just grow a belly and grow a baby. Everything around you changes. Everything inside of you changes. Everything outside of you changes. So much change takes place during that period of time of being pregnant. And I wanted to share kind of my thoughts on everything that pregnancy has taught me. If you are watching this and you're pregnant, I really hope that maybe you can relate to some of the things that I share. And if you are pregnant, I would love to know, what is one thing that your pregnancy has taught you? Okay, so let's just jump right into it. One of the first things that I had to learn from day one in order to survive pregnancy was to allow myself and allow yourself the difficult day. Before you get pregnant, you know, you hear everyone talk about how there's a pregnancy glow, and you know, it's such a beautiful time of your life, and you have this bond and this connection with your baby, and your marriage grows stronger than ever. And we hear a lot of these things, and then we get pregnant and maybe you don't feel that glow that everyone was talking about every day. And I'm here to tell you that that is perfectly normal and perfectly okay. You guys, I experienced some depression the first, about a week after we found out I was pregnant. I really started to feel my mental health deteriorating. Did that mean I hated being pregnant? Did it mean I regretted being pregnant? Absolutely not. But my mind was processing a lot of different things, and my hormones were shifting and new emotions were arising. And you know, the first trimester, I could just say the first trimester and it's self-explanatory. But I just want to share, and something that I learned is that it's okay to have a difficult day. It's okay to have a day where pregnancy is just hard. And that is the bottom line of it. So one thing that being pregnant has taught me that I hope I will continue to carry on into future pregnancies is that it's okay to have a difficult day and to not beat yourself up on those maybe just hard days of pregnancy. Going along with that is the second thing that I really had to learn and remind myself of continually, even up to where I am today in pregnancy at the end of my 3rd trimester. I am about ready to welcome this baby girl into the world, and I'm still having to remind myself of this. And that is to take it one day at a time. That pregnancy is a journey. It is a life change. It is a new chapter and season of life. So take it slow and just embrace and take it one day at a time. Pregnancy is gonna have highs and it's gonna have lows. There's gonna be maybe curveballs thrown at you. We don't know what to expect out of our pregnancy. Like any journey, it's not gonna be a straight path, and we don't know what could come up in pregnancy. Scary things could come up, you know? We could suddenly be told we're a high-risk pregnancy. You could go into your doctor or midwife appointment one day perfectly fine and leave being told like really hard news about your pregnancy. We can't control a lot of it. And you know, it's that is why I think it's so important to take it one day at a time and to just like take it slow and not to worry about like the what ifs or the possibilities or what could go wrong, but instead just to like breathe and take it a day at a time and know that at the end of the day, everything is gonna be okay if we just take it slow, you know? And then going along with taking it one day at a time is also to lower those expectations. So like I mentioned at the beginning, like sometimes we have this expectation of like, oh, people told me that like, you know, I would have this glow and that I would like, my skin would be better than it's ever been because that's what they experienced. And maybe you're like, I'm breaking out like daily and I don't feel no glow. Just, you know, don't have expectations for yourself or your pregnancy or for your baby or what your bump is going to look like. Just embrace what is. Embrace your pregnancy journey. Embrace what pregnancy is like for you. And I personally have found the most joy in my pregnancy when I've done that. When I've stopped like comparing my pregnancy to other people or comparing my pregnancy body to other people or comparing how I've handled pregnancy emotionally to other people. When you stop comparing yourself to others that way, I find I'm able to have a lot more joy and happiness in my pregnancy because it's my pregnancy. It's not their pregnancy and it's going to be different, and that is perfectly okay. The next thing that pregnancy has taught me is just to take it each new trimester at a time. Be present in each trimester. I feel like I didn't do this super well, and I feel like maybe that's just like a first-time mom thing where we're so excited and we're so anxious and looking forward to the next thing that it can be hard to just like live in the moment and be present with where you're at. So for me, I remember feeling like in the first trimester, I was just so eager for like that first ultrasound, and then after that first ultrasound I just wanted the second trimester to be here, and then it was like, oh, then we have the next ultrasound, oh, then we get to find out the gender, and I felt like I was continually looking forward to the next thing and just like counting down the days, which made it seem so long and made days feel like years and everything just dragged on, instead of really just embracing and like being present in each moment and being like, you know what, in this trimester, this is everything that's happening with baby. So a way that I actually found that made it easier and simpler for me to be present is to use like pregnancy related apps and just, you know, read up everything about the first trimester when you're in the first trimester and what's happening with baby, what's happening with your body. And that way you can really be present in it and be like, okay, yes, I'm super excited for the second trimester to be here and to like hit that halfway mark, but hey, look at everything that's happening right now with baby in this first trimester. Like, how amazing is that? And just be present in that. And then also going along with that, give yourself the grace you need for each trimester, because each trimester has highs and lows, has different emotions and all of those kind of things. Again, each new trimester is its own journey in and of itself. And so give yourself the grace that you need in each trimester in order to, you know, survive as smoothly as we possibly can. Okay, and then the last thing, and I think this one is really important to remember, is that it is a lot of change, and that's okay. Everything changes. I think I've said that before in this video. Everything changes. There is not one part of your life that isn't going to be affected by pregnancy. There isn't even a part of your body that isn't going to be affected by your pregnancy. I mean, they say that in the third trimester, sometimes women can like get blurred vision and their vision can like decrease, and then it comes back after you have a baby. Like, we're talking every single part of our body is going to be affected by this pregnancy. And you know, some people get certain symptoms and some people don't. But basically at the end of the day, it's a lot of change, and that is perfectly okay. And remind yourself of that, because I think it's gonna help you, like it's helped me, hopefully, be okay with everything that happened. So many things change, okay? Our relationships change, our body changes, like the actual makeup of our body shifts and changes, and like organs in our body move to make room for a baby. So there's a lot of change happening there that we don't even get to see. Another thing that changes is our mindset. I actually feel like the further along in pregnancy you get, I feel like more of a mindset shift happens as you really prepare to become a mother. And I've noticed like my perspective on things slowly changing, and the things that are becoming important to me now I might not have thought about as much before, and I'm starting to notice that shift from like, oh, well, it's just me and Rodolfo and, you know, to I'm a mother and I need to care for this baby, and that is totally like a mindset shift of just like becoming a mother. And what a beautiful thing that we get to go through and experience that. But it's a lot of change, and change isn't always easy. Change can be painful, change can be difficult. And I actually wanted to be really honest with you guys and share that. Like, I was going to counseling. So I've gone to counseling off and on for like the last year. Yeah, that's about right. And so I was actually going to counseling when I found out I was pregnant, just for, you know, I would just go to counseling 2 times a month for my mental health and to stay in a good and healthy place. I'm a huge fan of counseling, and I think it changed my life completely, and it made me feel, it brought a lot of peace into my life. So I'm forever grateful for counseling. But like I said, I was going to counseling when we found out I was pregnant, and I just continued with it after. And it really helped because I had someone that I could kind of voice things that I was going through or I was feeling. And if I had like something pregnancy related that I needed to like get off my chest, I kind of already had that relationship with my counselor. And so it was really beneficial for me to be going to counseling. When we moved from the island here, I stopped my counseling. And you guys, I'm gonna be super honest with you. I just reached out to my counselor and am setting up a session because I feel like I need it. And I feel like I'm in a season of so much change, and I'm starting to kind of feel like I'm losing control. And so I want to share that and be super open with you guys, because if you need to get help, that's okay. This whole journey of being pregnant has been like that, just that, a journey. It's been a complete journey, and it's been an amazing journey. And honestly, I am filled with just so much gratitude for this little baby and for this pregnancy. And I cannot wait to meet her and to bring her home and to, you know, adapt to life as a family of 3. But I'm realizing I think I need some help in that, because I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it sitting here, and I want to feel a bit more better, like equipped mentally with the tools that I'm gonna need to set myself and my family up for success. And so I noticed that, and so I reached out to my counselor, and I'm gonna, you know, start a couple sessions again. And so if you need help, I just want you to know, like, there's no shame in getting help. There's no shame in admitting that, hey, you know what? I'm feeling maybe a little out of control here. I'm struggling with this. I'm gonna reach out. And it doesn't always need to be like counseling. It could be someone you trust. It could be a trustworthy friend. It could be a family member. It could just be your husband that you talk to. So I just wanted to share that, like, something I had to come to terms with was that it's a lot of change going on, and it's okay if I, 1, don't always handle it in the best way possible, or 2, if I can't handle it and I need help and I need to ask for help. That's perfectly okay. That is everything that I wanted to share with you guys today. That was just like straight from my heart. I hope that you found this helpful. Again, if you're pregnant, you know, take it one day at a time, embrace each new trimester. Hopefully just like hearing from my experience and from my heart and me just being vulnerable about, you know, what this pregnancy has looked like and some of the things that I've had to learn along the way. I really hope that it can help another pregnant mama out there just give herself some more grace. And at the end of the day, I just want to remind you to be gentle with yourself. You are bringing life into this world, and that is beautiful. It is a pure miracle. And hang on to that on the difficult days. Again, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you found this helpful and if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps to support my channel, and I'll see you in my next video.